Number 20. A moderate magnitude 4.2 earthquake occurred in the North Pacific Ocean 146 kilometers 91 miles from Russia in the early morning of Wednesday, June 11, 2025 at 12:25 a.m. local time. Asia, Kamchatka GMT +12. The quake had a very shallow depth of 16.7 kilometers 10 miles and was not felt, or at least not reported so. Number 19. A moderate magnitude 4.2 earthquake hit 57 kilometers 35 miles away from Kon Tum, Vietnam, in the morning of Wednesday, June 11, 2025 at 7:39 a.m. local time. Asia, Ho Chi Minh GMT +7. The depth of the quake could not be determined, but is assumed to be shallow. The quake was not felt, or at least not reported. Number 18. A moderate magnitude 4.2 earthquake hit 23 kilometers 14 miles away from Cax, Xinjiang, China, around noon of Wednesday, June 11, 2025 at 12:10 p.m. local time. Asia, Urumqi GMT +8. The quake had a very shallow depth of 8.5 kilometers 5.3 miles and was reported felt by. Number 17. A moderate magnitude 4.2 earthquake hit 141 kilometers 88 miles away from Moron, Hovsgol Imag, Mongolia, in the early afternoon of Wednesday, June 11, 2025 at 2:22 p.m. local time. Asia, Ulaanbaatar GMT +8. The depth of the quake could not be determined, but is assumed. Number 16. A moderate magnitude 4.2 earthquake hit 64 kilometers 40 miles away from Huanju, Region de San Martín, Peru, in the early morning of Wednesday, June 11, 2025 at 2:46 a.m. local time. America, Lima GMT -5. The quake had a moderate depth of 118 kilometers. Number 15. A moderate magnitude 4.3 earthquake occurred in the Philippine Sea near Lawang Island, Philippines, in the late afternoon of Tuesday, June 10, 2025 at 7:16 p.m. local time. GMT +8. The depth of the quake could not be determined, but is assumed to be shallow. The quake was not felt, or at least not reported so. Number 14. A moderate magnitude 4.3 earthquake hit 4.8 kilometers 3 miles away from Pyrgos, West Greece, in the afternoon of Tuesday, June 10, 2025 at 4:15 p.m. local time. Europe, Athens GMT +3. The depth of the quake could not be determined, but is assumed to be shallow. The quake was not felt, or at least not reported so. Number 13. A moderate magnitude 4.3 earthquake hit 64 kilometers 40 miles away from Camaná, Arequipa, Peru, late in the evening of Tuesday, June 10, 2025 at 10:04 p.m. local time. America, Lima GMT -5. The quake had a shallow depth of 54 kilometers 33 miles and was reported felt by some people near the epicenter. Number 12. A moderate magnitude 4.4 earthquake occurred in the Philippine Sea 126 kilometers 78 miles from Philippines in the late afternoon of Tuesday, June 10, 2025 at 7:43 p.m. local time. GMT +9. The depth of the quake could not be determined, but is assumed to be shallow. The quake was reported felt by. Number 11. A moderate magnitude 4.4 earthquake occurred in the South Pacific Ocean near the coast of Fiji in the evening of Tuesday, June 10, 2025 at 9:47 p.m. local time. Pacific, Fiji GMT +12. The quake had a great depth of 598 kilometers, 372 miles, and was not felt, or at least not reported so. Number 10. A moderate magnitude 4.4 earthquake occurred in the South Pacific Ocean 493 kilometers, 306 miles, from New Zealand around noon of Wednesday, June 11, 2025 at 1:43 p.m. local time. GMT +13. The quake had a great depth of 553 kilometers, 344 miles, and was not felt. Number 9. A moderate magnitude 4.4 earthquake hit 65 kilometers, 41 miles, away from Faizabad, Badakhshan, Afghanistan, in the morning of Wednesday, June 11, 2025 at 9:15 a.m. local time. GMT +430. The quake had a moderate depth of 215 kilometers, 134 miles, and was not felt, or at least not reported. Number 8. A moderate magnitude 4.5 earthquake hit 16.4 kilometers, 10 miles, away from Samav, Kütahya, Turkey, around noon of Tuesday, June 10, 2025 at 1:15 p.m. local time. Europe, Istanbul GMT +3. The quake had a very shallow depth of 7.7 kilometers, 4.8. Number 7. A moderate magnitude 4.5 earthquake hit 73 kilometers, 45 miles, away from Pocito, San Juan Province, Argentina, in the morning of Tuesday, June 10, 2025 at 7:17 a.m. local time. America, Argentina, San Juan GMT -3. The quake had a moderate depth of 110 kilometers, 69 miles. Number 6. A strong magnitude 4.7 earthquake occurred in the Banda Sea 105 kilometers, 65 miles, from Indonesia in the early morning of Wednesday, June 11, 2025 at 12:46 a.m. local time. GMT +9. The quake had a moderate depth of 183 kilometers, 114 miles. Number 5. A strong magnitude 4.7 earthquake occurred in the South Pacific Ocean near the coast of Fiji in the morning of Tuesday, June 10, 2025 at 11:14 a.m. local time. GMT -12. The quake had a great depth of 550 kilometers, 342 miles, and was not felt, or at least not reported so. Number 4. A strong magnitude 4.7 earthquake occurred in the Solomon Sea near the coast of Solomon Islands in the morning of Wednesday, June 11, 2025 at 8:34 a.m. local time. GMT +11. The quake had a shallow depth of 41 kilometers, 26 miles, and was not felt, or at least not reported so. Number 3. A strong magnitude 4.8 earthquake occurred in the Coral Sea 72 kilometers, 45 miles, from Vanuatu late in the evening of Tuesday, June 10, 2025 at 10:18 p.m. local time. GMT +11. The depth of the quake could not be determined, but is assumed to be shallow. The quake was felt by many near the epicenter. The shallow depth of the quake caused it to be felt more strongly near the epicenter. Number 2. A strong magnitude 4.8 earthquake hit 38 kilometers, 23 miles, away from Pinotepa Nacional, Estado de Oaxaca, Mexico, in the early morning of Wednesday, June 11, 2025 at 1:10 a.m. local time. America, Mexico City GMT-6. The quake had a shallow depth of 41 kilometers, 25 miles, and was felt by many near the epicenter. Number 1. A strong magnitude 5.2 earthquake occurred in the Coral Sea near Yuriparapara Island, Vanuatu, in the late afternoon of Wednesday, June 11, 2025 at 7:19 p.m. local time. Pacific E8 GMT+11. The quake had a moderate depth of 225 kilometers, 140 miles, and was not felt, or at least not reported so,